Good afternoon on this lovely Thursday afternoon. This is an episode of A Cup of Joe, hosted by me, Joe, aka David Roth. So today's episode, I kind of wanted just to go over goals, personal wise. I really haven't. Since I started this, I really was hoping that I'd be walking every day, and I really haven't. It's a matter of I need to get myself, into a routine and start really hitting it again. And that's where this video is going to really encapsulate taking a breath from the other things that we've been covering over the past couple days. I really wanted to dive into, setting goals and what kind of goals should we set for ourselves when it comes to whatever we want to accomplish, whether it be weight loss, whether it be life goals, whether it be work, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. So for me personally, like my goal right now is I want to get back down to at least 260 by the end of the year. It's an attainable goal. It's a matter of having to work for it, though. It's not something that's just going to come. I also want to cut back, eat more regularly, eat more, structured like. And what I mean by that is a more balanced diet rather than just eating whatever. So what I would like to do is set a goal that next week, starting with Tuesday, that I walk at least 3 miles for 5 days straight. So it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's basically one time around the lake, getting up at 9 o'clock. And so I'm setting the goal for next week that by come Saturday, I would have walked a total around 15, 17 miles altogether for the week. At the same time, limiting the amount of calories that I'm taking in throughout the day, limit snacking, anything sugary and so forth. So maybe lose 2 pounds. Right now I haven't weighed myself since my last time, so that's my goal. My goal for personal life is to really just start getting into that routine again of walking every morning. And then for personal, for like work life, I've been getting a lot of projects that I've been asked to work on. So that's something new to me. I'm not, I'm going to be turning 39 here on Saturday. And it's kind of, when I think about my life and the jobs that I've held, I've never been in a position where it's like, hey, I need you to do this. It's always been like, hey, here's a list, get it done, and then go home. So now being tasked with certain things, I don't really know how to structure that. And so my goal for next week, as far as work is related, is to actually get something down with some of the projects I have to do and start moving forward with them. Maybe make some progress in the one that I have been working on. So can't really go into details, but I mean, just suffice to say that I need to start getting it done and start working on it, and really come up with some ideas, because I have a lot of people depending on me, and it's just, for me, that's something new. I have a lot of people that believe in me at work, which again, that's something new to me. So there's some pressure there, and I want to, I'm not, to say that I'm not a people pleaser, like I am, right? I don't, it's hard to kind of, put into words how I am. Like I do things to get a reaction from people, like, hey, good job, right? But then at the same time, like, I hate when people tell me good job too, are like, hey, you did a great job. But then internally, like, I'm like, yay. So, I really want to try to just keep going and see what happens. I'm on the ground floor, and at this point, like, this is a career that I'm probably going to retire with. So let's see how far we can go. And it starts here. It starts by putting in action, the projects that I have and laying out a plan to go forward and to accomplish that and to get the projects going and up and running. So that's exciting for me. It really is. And I thank God every day that, despite everything in my life, I'm here. So, and that's where I want to encourage you all. Set a goal for yourself. Set something attainable within the week. Don't make something that is not going to be attainable, because the problem is you want to set goals that you can attain. I know I can get out of bed every morning and go walking, right? There's nothing prohibiting me from that. I've walked in the rain. I've walked in thunderstorms. So weather's not an issue. I just need to not be lazy and get off my butt and go and do it. So same thing with work. I just need not be lazy and just do it. Rather than taking voluntary time off, like actually work on it. So, so that's my challenge to you all, is set a goal for yourself. What can you obtain within the week? For those of you that watch it, comment down below. We'll revisit those comments in a week and we'll see how it goes. Whether you obtained it or not, but make it something that you can obtain. Make it a goal that you can accomplish, because don't make it where it's something that you can't, because what's going to happen is then you don't make the goal and then you just get discouraged and then you don't even try again. And that's not something that you want to do. You don't want to be in that, you don't want to get caught in that process of, oh, I'm making a goal only to never attain said goal, and then I am now just not going to do it at all. So, and again, it doesn't have to be something physical. It doesn't have to be something work related. It can be something like, hey, I want to try to read a book this week. I want to try to write this week. I want to try to, anything, just something that is going to better yourself. And I would challenge you, it not be something that would be wasted. But again, it's something for you. If you want to beat that game that you've been trying to beat, go for it. Like, I have a ton of games in my backlog that I want to accomplish. And what's kind of cool with this channel is it's kind of forcing me to play some games that I would have normally played. But, yeah, it is what it is. So that's my goal, and that's my challenge to you. I don't really know where this channel is going to go. I mean, at this point, I don't really have a lot of people watching. I don't really have a lot of subscribers and whatever. And like I said, I say at the very beginning that, I'm doing this for myself anyways. If anything, maybe you will reach it. Even if it just reaches one person and you change one person's life, ultimately, I guess I'd be happy with that. If just one person could be affected by that, then I would have at least known that I made a difference in this life. So yeah, like I said, post your goals in the comments below, and we'll revisit them in a week. I want to try to make this an interactive community. If it grows to that, like, we're all in this together, guys. We're on this mortal coil. We all have to live with one another. Let's try to make the best of it. Let's try to encourage one another. Because that's what we really need. In everything that is negative in this world today, whether it be politics, whether it be religion, I want to encourage us to have those discussions. Everyone's like, well, you don't discuss politics, you don't discuss religions. Well, I get that, but at the same time, like, how are we going to better ourselves? How are we going to see other people's point of view if we avoid those conversations? And what I would like to do is be able to present options and abilities to be able to have those conversations. Um, are people going to get mad? Are people going to get angry? Sure, I do. Like, I know when I get pushed into a corner where I don't have a rebuttal or I'm not able to articulate what I'm thinking, I'll sometimes lash out or just shut down. But after thinking about it and cooling down, like, hey, maybe I was wrong. Maybe what my roommate is saying is right. And 80% of the time, that's usually the case. So I really want to encourage those kind of conversations, because without having those kind of conversations, how are we going to, look at other people's points of views if we can never even have those discussions? So at the same time, I encourage us to be able to have these conversations without making things personal. If you get angry, cool, walk away, come back. But don't start slinging insults. If you start slinging insults, if you start stooping down to that level, then there is no, it's a moot point at that point. It's no longer a discussion. It's just an argument, and it's not going to go anywhere, and neither parties are going to benefit from that. So, I that's what my hope is. I would hope that I could foster that kind of community, because that would be awesome. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes. If you guys have some ideas, let me know. Again, I think it would be really awesome, have a community that games together as well as can have these discussions from all walks of life. Nobody's prohibited. I may not agree with your lifestyles. I may not agree with some of the things that you do, but I'm not here to judge you, right? Again, I can love you just the same. I don't have to agree with the things that you agree with and not love you. So, so everyone is welcome. There is no, no one's excluded. So, I started gameplay videos. My plan is to have gameplay videos up by 12 p.m. That's my goal. That's my personal goal for the channel. So far, it's been pretty good. I actually have 2 games in there right now. Tell Me Why, which is a game that honestly I never thought I would be playing based on the content matter. But again, if I'm to, try to understand other people's points of views, then I need to delve into those things, and that was kind of my goal for that project. And so far, I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of things that, as a parent, that I can understand on both sides of the view, on both sides of what's going on in there. So I'll, ultimately I'll hold my overall thoughts for the end of the video. But so far, I've been enjoying that game, and then of course the Resident Evil project that I have going. So. And now that it keeps me busy, keeps my mind off things. So being able to record that, and not maybe the best at commentary, but hopefully I can entertain somebody. If I can make you laugh, then cool. So I want to just shout out to the people who, who are really encouraging me in all this, and Debbie, Matthew, Emily, Jake, and Lady Random. You guys have really been, encouraging, and I thank you for, standing by and encouraging me to do things that I need to do to be a better person. So I appreciate you all. From the bottom of my heart, I do. So, anyways, I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I think tomorrow, with it being the end of the week, we may just, I don't know, we'll see. I kind of want to discuss, maybe I should have held off on the goal video for tomorrow, but maybe something, we'll see. I'll think about it. And yeah, well, until then, I wish you all a wonderful and happy rest of the day. And may all your stories be glad ones. and all your roads be smooth and short. Until our next episode, Dash Roth signing off. Love you guys.